Hi, Sheridan here again from Power Hour Training, and I'm just popping up because I was having a conversation this morning with a fellow trainer, and we were both sort of feeling really sorry for new managers who are promoted from within organisations, and we agreed that by and large they actually have the hardest job of the whole organisation. And this is largely because they are promoted because they're good at their job. And people just assume that they're going to know what they need to do as a manager, so quite often they're left to sink or swim. And what this means is that the new manager often tries to actually do two jobs. No one tells them to stop doing their old job, and they still want to be seen to be pulling their weight in the team. It's how they got recognised, it's how they've got respect. But then they've got all this other stuff that they're supposed to do. And they don't really understand why they need to do it, and no one's really shown them how they're supposed to do it. They don't really know how it all fits together. If they've been lucky, they've had a really good role model to learn from, but often they haven't. So they very much stumble through, and then everyone's really disappointed, including the line manager themselves, when things don't work out quite as well as they ought to. And that is something that can be so easily avoided. When you have a new starter to your organisation, I'm hoping that they go through some sort of induction. And that induction should go beyond just this is what the company is and this is our history and sign the paperwork for your payroll. But how many people actually give a new manager an induction, particularly when it's an internal promotion? Now, I'm not suggesting that they need to go back to basics and learn everything from scratch, but recognising that they don't necessarily have all the skills. You've promoted them because of their potential, not because of their current ability. So they need development in some of the core skills of management. So things like, how are they going to give feedback to their team? How are they going to make sure that they're monitoring performance? How are they going to motivate people? How are they going to coach people? How are they going to plan and prioritise their time? Now it's not just their time. How are they going to influence others in the organisation? There are so many things that they need to be able to do that they perhaps didn't need to do before. Obviously, lots of organisations do really good management development programmes, but you can't put somebody through a whole management development programme in their first few weeks on the job. And that's where bite-sized learning can come in. Now, obviously, I want you to go and look at my 1 hour Power Hour sessions, which cover all of these topics, and I'll pop a link to the new manager development programme at the end of this. But it's not the only way. You know, there's loads of stuff available out there, that some self-serve that people can help themselves to. There's obviously coaching and mentoring. There are loads of books out there. Although I am a massive advocate of live training for all sorts of reasons, and I think it's really good if you can get people together so they can learn from each other and practice some skills which you can't do if you're doing it online. Just give some thought when that new person is promoted. Maybe take the first 6 to 12 weeks to help them get the basics of all the skills that they're going to need as a new manager to help them make the transition from team player to team leader.